Good morning, students, and once again a very warm welcome to all of you in this English world of Aradhya. Students, today we are going to begin the second chapter, Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. This is going to be the first part of it. I am Rashmin Dabi, teaching in English medium to the students of standard 9 to 12. Okay, now let me give you some background about this particular lesson. Okay, if you check the history of India, you will find that in India, the Britishers came over here in the year 1612. That was only the British East India Company, not the British government. Only one company came over here to trade with India. And they started conquering Indian area after the war of 1757 and 1764, war of Plassey and war of Buxar. From that time onwards, they started establishing their rule over India, and gradually they covered the entire India. So that's why we say that Britishers ruled over India for almost 200 years. Now, if we talk about South Africa, there it is still more, because there you see South Africa was very rich in minerals, gold mines and in gems. So they thought that they would get more gold and precious metals from there. While in India, they came particularly for only spices of India. Okay, and then they found that the rulers over here were very weak and fighting against each other. So they took the advantage of that situation, and through different policies, they captured the entire India. So for India, the British rule continued for almost 200 years, but in South Africa it was for 300 years. And in the beginning of the 20th century, they adopted a new policy, which was known as apartheid. Okay, they adopted the policy of apartheid. Now, apartheid means what? A political system where they separate the other people on their racial basis. So they started having their differences with the black people of South Africa, and as a result, the black people had to suffer a lot. This was the time just before that Nelson Mandela, the first black president of South Africa, was born. Okay, and in his 80 years, okay, gradually the world was opposing. The UNO was established, and UNO's first condition was no country should be the slave of the other countries. So most of the countries of the world which were slaves, they got their freedom after 1945. 24th October 1945 was the day when UN was established. And if you see their objectives, in the objectives, first thing comes is no country should be the slave of the other countries. Okay, so that's why gradually all the countries started getting their independence, their freedom. But for South Africa, it was very late. This particular man, Nelson Mandela, he was kept in prison for 30 years. 30 years means, suppose if he was arrested at the age of 25 till 55, he had 27 to 57. 30 years means all his young life, his matured life went into jail only. But then he did not give up. It's good that he could see the fruit of his sacrifice. The fruit of his sacrifice is through Nelson Mandela, South Africa got their freedom. In 1994, they conducted the first democratic elections in South Africa. And you see the voters were mostly the black people. So they voted in favor of South Africa's National Congress Party, which was headed by Nelson Mandela. So he automatically became the first black president of South Africa. So this particular lesson is telling you about his speech on that particular day when he took the pledge of the president of South Africa. And in his speech, after that speech, he also just gave the background, or he goes into the flashback, just giving us some glimpses about how they suffered under the white rule. When he got the feeling, or we can say the hunger of getting free from the white rule, and how it kept on increasing All those things are mentioned over here in this particular autobiography of South Africa. So, sorry, Nelson Mandela. So, remember students, it is this particular lesson is taken from his autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom. And earlier it was a trend that autobiography would be written only by the people of some high status. The president, prime minister, okay, the king, all those people only would go for the autobiography. Okay, Gandhiji's autobiography, My Experiments with Truth. Okay, that is also well known. Here we have so many autobiographies. So this lesson, particular lesson is taken from his autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom. So writer also Nelson Mandela himself only. He has mentioned all these things in his autobiography. Let's begin the lesson. I have just provided you the background of this lesson. Now let's look at the lesson. Okay. Apartheid, Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. Apartheid is a political system, as I told you, that separates people according to their race. Okay. Then, in this extract from his autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom, Mandela speaks about a historic occasion. And what is that historic occasion? Inauguration function. Inauguration ceremony, where he and two other leaders are going to be sworn in as the president, vice president and second vice president of South Africa. Okay, the inauguration. So occasion is the inauguration. Can you guess what the occasion might be? So occasion is they are taking the pledge, all those three people. Now there is, you see in the box, some information is given about how it took place. Mandela becomes South Africa's first black president. That is the title. Nelson Mandela has become South Africa's first black president after more than 3 centuries of white rules. That's why I told you 3 centuries. 1 century means 100 years. 3 centuries means 300 years. So they remained slave for almost 300 years. I have mentioned it over here. Okay. And then Mr. Mandela's African National Congress, its short form is ANC. Party won 252 of the 400 seats in the first democratic elections of South Africa's history. Okay, 252 out of 400 seats were won by his African National Congress when the first time democratic elections were held in South Africa. The inauguration ceremony took place in the Union Buildings Amphitheatre. In the Union Buildings Amphitheatre in Pretoria. Now what is an amphitheatre? Amphitheatre means an open ground where so many seats are arranged for the spectators and there is some stage. So that is, we can say, open air theatre. Okay, attended by the politicians and dignitaries from more than 140 countries around the world. That's why it becomes more valuable. When anybody's pledge taking ceremony is there, then students, normally what happens? Normally they invite leaders of a few countries, but here you see the leaders and dignitaries of 140 countries remain present. So that's why it became much more valuable occasion. Okay, many a times they give their consent and at the last moment many of them don't come, but here most of them remain present. Okay, never again will this beautiful land experience the oppression of one by another, said Nelson Mandela in his address. So later on we will see his address, his speech in detail, but this thing he stressed, कि never in this beautiful land we will see the oppression. Up till now they were being oppressed by the white people, but now once they have got that freedom, once they have got free, now he says it with confirmation that now no one will oppress another in this beautiful land. Jubilant scenes on the streets of Pretoria followed the ceremony with blacks, whites and colored celebrating together. Earlier, same white people were despising the black people, okay, were making the black people their slaves. or the colored people, they are slaves. And that's why Gandhiji also had a fight of Satyagraha in South Africa, his first fight, where he fought for the rights of the Indians. So he, after completing his post-graduation in law, he went for practice in South Africa, and he noticed our own Gandhiji, there many of the Indians were not getting their rights properly. So he fought for the rights of the Indians over there and got victory in that. So that is Gandhiji's first victory. Okay, students. So there also Indians here. So along with the black people, the colored people, means we are called colored people. So our people also were done injustice by the whites. So Gandhiji fought for them and got the victory for them, for their rights. Okay. Okay, let's move ahead. What else he says? That after such occasions you will find what? People very much joyful. So same thing is happening over here. Now this particular day is celebrated by all the people, by the white, by the black, by the colored people. All the people are celebrating this huge feast. What is the feast? Inauguration ceremonies, where Nelson Mandela, his deputy Mr. de Klerk, and one more deputy president are taking the oath over there. Okay, so we could see the African men, women and children, more than 1 lakh of all the races, singing and dancing with joy. Okay, now we move on to the lesson. 10th May dawned bright and clear. 10th May 1994 is a very auspicious day for the people of South Africa. You can say 15th August 1947 was the most auspicious day for all the Indians, because they got rid of the British rule and became free. So similarly, 10th May 1994, these people got their freedom, and on that day their first president, Nelson Mandela, is going to be sworn in as the president of the South Africa, first black president of South Africa. For the past few days, I had been pleasantly besieged, joyfully besieged. Besieged means surrounded by the dignitaries and world leaders who are coming to pay their respects before the inauguration. So students, all these dignitaries and the political leaders of 140 countries did not go on the same day. On 10th August only they did not go. They went little bit earlier, okay, and they were then just paying their respect to this newly elected president of South Africa, Nelson Mandela. So that's why he says that for last few days I was just surrounded by all these important people. The inauguration would be the largest gathering ever of international leaders on South African soil. So students, it is a huge task to bring the leaders of so many countries together on one particular day. In the film industry, students, if you see, many times it has happened that two big heroes have never come together, because one superstar puts his condition, the other superstar always puts his condition. In my time, students, you see Amitabh Bachchan and Rajkumar, they were the great heroes, but no movie came together. They never appeared in a single movie together, because when Amitabh put his condition, Rajkumar also would put his own condition. Okay, Amitabh was superstar, Rajkumar was in vogue, people would just love him, but he would say his condition was, whatever you pay to Amitabh, I should be paid 1 rupee more than Amitabh. Indirectly, he was trying to say that in the film industry, I am more valuable than Amitabh Bachchan. So their single movie in which both the heroes would appear never took place. Okay, so here the leaders of 140 countries, to bring them together on one platform on one particular day, it is a huge task. That's why he says that this inauguration would be the largest gathering ever of the international leaders. इतने सारे इंटरनेशनल लीडर्स ये साउथ अफ्रीका की जमीन पे शायद फ्यूचर में न भी आए, आज आए हैं, तो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज द लार्जेस्ट गैदरिंग. द सेरेमनीज टुक प्लेस इन द लवली सैंडस्टोन amphitheater formed by the Union buildings in Pretoria. Okay, remember the place Pretoria. For decades, this had been the seat of white supremacy. Okay, they were slaves. Black people were the slaves of the white people. तो ये प्रिटोरिया की ये जगह है, यहाँ वाइट लोगों का ही रूल रहता था. इट वॉज द सीट ऑफ द वाइट सुप्रीमेसी. White people were supreme over there. Okay, black people had to just follow whatever they said. And now it was the color of rainbow, gathering of different colors and nations for the installation of South Africa's first democratic non-racial government. So earlier government, white rule, that was considered what? Racial government, because they had their differences with the black people, so they would go for this discrimination. But here, this newly elected government, it is a democratic government, and in democracy all are equal, so you cannot go for the racial discrimination. So that's why it is said that first democratic non-racial government. On that lovely autumn day, I was accompanied by my daughter Zinani. So this may be asked in short question. Who accompanied Nelson Mandela on the day of inauguration? And it is said that it was a lovely autumn day, because autumn season in South Africa goes on from 1st March to 31st May. And that's why this was the day of the autumn season. So that's why it is called that on this lovely autumn day, I was accompanied by my daughter Zinani, because he is already above 80 years of age. On the podium, Mr. De Klerk was first sworn in as the second deputy president. अगर प्रेसिडेंट को कुछ हो जाता है तो उसका वाइस प्रेसिडेंट कामकाज संभालेगा. Here they have got one more option. अगर वाइस प्रेसिडेंट को भी कुछ हो जाता है and president is not present, he is there in some other country, then who will look after the functioning of the government? The second president. That's why here Mr. De Klerk became the second deputy president. He is sworn in as, उन्होंने दूसरे second deputy president की शपथ ली. Then Thabo Mbeki was sworn in as the first deputy president. ये डेप्यूटी है यानी वाइस प्रेसिडेंट. ओके, ये फर्स्ट था, जो पहले डी क्लर्क ने लिया वो सेकंड था. When it was my turn, I pledged to obey and uphold the constitution. Okay, all the ministers or the prime minister, they have to take this oath that they would be faithful to the constitution. हर एक कंट्री का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन होता है, डेमोक्रेसी में तो होता ही है. तो जो हमारे कायदे कानून बनते हैं, जो नई नई सिस्टम्स आती है, वो क्या है? कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के मुताबिक ही आती है. द गवर्नमेंट कैन ब्रिंग चेंजेस इन देम थ्रू डिफरेंट बिल्स. ओके, तो यहाँ he takes the oath that he would obey the constitution and he would uphold the constitution and to devote myself to the well-being of the republic and its people. Okay, I will now, he has already given his life for the people of South Africa by remaining in prison for 30 years. He has fought for this to abolish this policy of apartheid all his life. For that he remained in jail for 30 years. He must have got many inhuman treatment over there. So now once he has become president, it is natural that he would devote his life for the well-being of the people of South Africa. To the assembled guest and watching world, I said, today all of us, now here begins his speech. Okay, we would just go through his speech and then we will go into the background that he gives us. Okay, this speech, after that some celebration is described after his speech got over, as we have on the Independence Day and 26th Jan, that is Republic Day. Okay, प्रधानमंत्री हमको संबोधन करते हैं, ओके, अपनी स्पीच देते हैं, उसके बाद वो परमवीर चक्र और वो सब दिया जाता है, और उसके बाद हर एक स्टेट अपना टैब्लो दिखाता है, नृत्य गाना वो सब होता है. देन दिस एयरफोर्स, आर्मी, दे ऑल्सो शो डिफरेंट एक्रोबैटिक थिंग्स टू द प्रेजेंट गेस्ट्स एंड ऑल दोज थिंग्स आर बीइंग टेलीकास्ट फॉर द पीपल ऑफ इंडिया. तो ऐसा थोड़ा सेलिब्रेशन है. देन ही टेक्स अस इनटू द background, into the flashback. कि earlier what was the condition of South Africa. All that we will see after his speech. Okay.